Welcome, teaching peers, to this mindful movement practice with Will Oliver. Let us arrive and create a practice container together. We'll spend about 15 to 20 minutes. As we honor accessibility, what was described previously as walking meditation is now offered as mindful movement practices, with movement defined by individual choice and capacity. We will ground in embodied mindfulness that will then incorporate optional movement. Lineage moves within this mindful soul practice, rooted in Africultural wisdom and the teachers who shaped me. I bow to Sankofa, Ubuntu, Ashe, Ntu, and Moya, as well as the embodied practices and mentors who walk with us in the MMTCP teachings. This practice may be done in any, or in fact in all 4 meditation postures: seated, standing, walking, and lying down. You are never required to change your shape. Choose what feels most like care to you in any given moment. Remain in one posture the entire time, or shift as your body invites, freely adapting to my suggestions. Let your breath and capacity shape this experience for you. Let attention settle in the breath now as you begin to attune and listen more deeply. As the in-breath lifts and expands the body, releasing, the out-breath grounds you. Notice the natural pause at the top and bottom of each breath. Follow this pattern for several rounds now until the breath feels steady. Expanding in, releasing and grounding out. As your breath deepens and slows, you might sense the eyes incline naturally toward closing. Welcome the protective spaciousness of darkness. It is a place where seeds of creativity germinate, as darkness invites inner sight. I invite you to take a moment to sense and notice anything that might be blocking you in this moment from fully being present, and make space for it. Three truths have surfaced during my 8 weeks of preparing this practice. Perhaps you can relate as I share them. I often feel unsure how to let thought and movement flow as one. I sometimes feel silly or uncertain in how I move. Some movements bring past trauma into awareness. And now, at 56 years old, I mourn the body I once had. I now wake daily into stiffness and ache. Through living practice, I've learned that these truths need not be blocks, and I invite you to repeat after me inwardly. May the gifts of awareness that arise during this practice serve as teachers. May doubt remind me that embodiment is sacred work. May I release the idea of critiques of myself and others. And may discernment accompany me and guide my way to joy. Join me in a deep, deep, expansive inhale and another grounding exhale. In section 1 of this practice, I call it Embodied Mindfulness As Movement. And I invite you to let your body arrive fully now in this space. That may include some movement, a shaking. I see a head rotation happening. I invite that and welcome it. Whatever feels right and necessary, shift your body in the chair. You may choose to rise now. I've heard that may mean standing and preparing to walk. You might also be seated, allowing movement to rise in the upper body or through subtle shifts in posture as we practice. And you might even choose to lie down, letting movement live fully in imagination. Mindfulness is movement. Whichever surface you feel your body against, feel that contact, feel that support. From your soles, your sit bones, your spine, your upper back and shoulders, every place that meets support, let it be acknowledged and held. Sense into the air on your skin, the temperature in the room that you're in. Invite sound into your awareness. Seated people may do a small sway or roll shoulders or open and close your hands to invite movement. People lying down may let breath carry subtle waves through the body. Standers and walkers, feel into the pressure, the weight shift as you lift in place with each step. And remember, breath meets you where you are, and you may return to these anchors at any time. The first structured practice I call wing hold. Whichever posture you've chosen, I invite you to place one hand on your chest near your heart and the other at your lower belly. And take 3 deep breaths, this differently, in through your nostrils and out through your nostrils. Let your shoulders settle, your elbows soft, become wings folded inward. Another. And on the third, take in body, boundary, belonging. And exhale, care, clarity, courage. Let the breath and mindful movement move between your hands. Our job is just to notice what warms or wakes within. Continue nasal breathing. In this second section, I want you to relax your hands down for this moment As we make the adjustment and follow along in the way that feels best to you, I will now elongate my spine, engage my core and thighs, and rise to standing. And say it with me if you will. I rise as I am. Begin this second part of our practice with both hands at your midsection, just below your ribs, now forming outward wings from your midsection of your belly. Cup your hands, if you can see mine, so that your fingertips are at the front, almost as if you were going to be swimming. And we're going to do simple tapping across the body, 6 times on the opposing chest with whichever hand feels right. 6 taps, and then back to center. And the other side, 6 or 7 taps, inviting imperfection. And the other, find your own rhythm of tapping and returning to center. How that matches with your breath will be imperfect. It'll be your own. We're continuing a nasal breathing method. Notice how vibration travels in your body as you do this. Bring attention to the top of your head, and then to your nose as you've been practicing a different way of breathing than often taught in mindfulness practice. And as we do nasal breathing, something happens. You might, as I do, begin to notice a smile form on your face. You might, if your body is feeling warmth and activation, notice a humming can happen in the body. All of that is movement. Acknowledge it. And be with the joy of that movement. We'll have another minute of the tapping, breath awareness, and if again you notice a smile or a bit of joy rising in you, be with it. Relax your arms down when you're ready. Let the tapping cease. And just peacefully sense into the warmth and movement within your body. Again, you are choosing which position feels best for you. As a reminder, that's sitting, lying, standing, as I am. Beginning to move from standing into walking. I'll continue from this posture. When on our next inhale and exhale, speak. I move without rushing. Planting the feet. Let your spine, hips, and shoulders stay fluid in whatever posture and movement you have chosen. Broaden your back. Let your arms dangle from your fluid shoulders. Soften face and jaw. Keep a relaxed, level gaze. You may be feeling how life moves within and around us without effort or asking. Maintain a steady, easy pace on your short path or in place. Those lying down may invite a small lift of the knees or even a turning in and out of the ankles to engage the legs if it's a comfortable choice for you. And continue to match your breath to whatever movements that you choose, whatever serves the body. Now let's get a little jiggy with it. Move in the hips. Engage the midsection a bit. Seated or walking, just add a little rotation to your steps. I'm going to turn in a circle. Full body engagement is taking place now. We are fully in the flow of this mindful movement practice. Now move freely for the next minute in whatever way feels emergent and liberating for you. The breath as presence. The body belonging. Unity of difference. Wholeness in community. Inhale deeply. Hands rising. Oh, exhaling and bending at the knees just slightly. This time, sweep upward, seated or standing. Sweep upward and rise from your rooted position. Breath, full body, alive. Sweeping back down with an exhale. And we prepare to put a seal on this practice coming to a close. We bounce at the knees. We swivel in our chair. We sway lying down. We take a last step or two, and we come to a pause of standing or seated stillness. Another deep inhale and exhale of gratitude. 2 or more, please. You might include a little joyful, abundant lift of the arms as you do that last one. It's yours. It's yours. Now cross them over your chest as we close this seal of presence. I'm all over my shoulders. And here I take my wings, and I acknowledge the blessing of this practice and say, I am always becoming. Hold the seal for 2 steady breaths. Feel your shape supported, the chair, the floor, the mat that receives your weight, your stance. You have practiced rooted rising, and whether you moved 1 inch or walked in full rhythm, your presence was complete. Let this rhythm stay with you. Let your body remember, and let breath be your guide. Or allow your feedback to come from what felt alive or grounded in the body as part of the practice itself, from what stays with you, and with a spirit of presence and connection rather than correction. And with that, I say, Ashe.